What's going on, everyone? Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. It's been way too long since I uploaded a video. It's been about 2 months, maybe even about 3 months at this point. At the last video that I uploaded, you guys might have realized or saw that I hit my head pretty hard. And that was part of the reason that I stopped uploading, was because I started getting really dizzy and nauseous every time that I would fly. So I actually couldn't fly for like a month after I hit my head without getting like really uncomfortable. But thankfully, that went away after about a month and a half, and I've been able to start flying again just a couple weeks ago, and now I'm back, and everything's back to normal. I've been flying my Tiny Whoop, my Mobula 6 inside, and this is actually a flight that I took a couple days after I had hit my head. Actually, I think it was the very next day, and during this flight time, I wanted to fly so bad because I saw all these birds flying over town. These are turkey buzzards right here, what you're looking at. And if we look in the sky, I mean, I counted them before. There's like 60 of them or 70 of them total. And these birds are huge. They're massive birds. As you can see when we get pretty close right there to that one, they're pretty tiny. But there's a couple cool moments in this flight. This is the last flight that I recorded with the GoPro before I stopped flying because of the dizziness and the nausea. But this flight actually ends with me ending up in a tree about 150 yards up in a tree, or 150 feet up in a tree. And it was a really bad time to land in a tree that high because I had just hit my head. I was feeling dizzy and not sure on my feet at all, and I had to climb this tree that was a pine tree. You guys are going to see where it's at the very end of the video. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to talk about what's been going on in my life since I last uploaded. First off, I wanted to say thanks to everybody that's subscribed to my channel within the last couple months. I think I went up from like 60 subscribers, and now I'm sitting right under 100. So I'm definitely gonna get out there. The weather is winter where I live right now, so it's cold. The trees aren't as beautiful. It's not that green. It's usually gray, overcast days. But I'm gonna try to get out there and do a special video for 100 subscribers. And start uploading regularly again. It sucks that I had to take so long off because I hit my head. And another reason that I took off for so long was that I was moving out of my parents' house and into an apartment. So that's gonna be part of, hopefully, the next video that I make. You'll be able to see my apartment and the new place that I lived and I moved into. So it's not as nice as my parents' house, but it's mine and I love it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this flight so far. This is one of my favorite flights of the year with all these birds and stuff. It just sucks that I was dealing with such a... I mean, I was really... After I had hit my head, man, I thought I was never going to be able to fly again. It was every time I put the goggles on and the screen would pop on, I would immediately feel like I was going to fall over. Thank God that went away because it was a miserable experience. But yeah, so moving into the apartment, I don't know if any of you guys out there have ever moved before. I'm sure you guys have. It is very stressful whenever you're moving. There's so much to do. I had a storage unit that I had for over a year, and everything was like dusty and dirty in it, and it took way longer to move out. I almost hit that bird right there. Thankfully, I didn't. Hopefully, this doesn't anger anybody, me flying around these birds. These birds are... They have like a 7-foot wingspan. They're not afraid of my 5-inch drone. I mean, if I hit them with it, obviously I can hurt them with it. But I really wasn't really that close. That was the closest I got to any of the birds. And I don't think I was annoying them that much. I mean, I might have been on their radar a little bit, but there's 70 of them and one of me. I'm pretty sure they weren't that afraid. Look at that. I tried to do a flip through there. It wasn't that clean. Then I did make that gap. Sweet. Oh, guys, I miss flying so much. It was so miserable being off for as long as it was. Flying is one of my... It's my biggest passion in life. It's what I think about more than anything else. This is a pretty cool shot. And the reason that I love flying so much is because of birds. Because I've always admired birds as a kid, looking at them and wishing I could fly like them. But never being able to because I'm a human. And then FPV came around and it gave us this ability to be able to fly in the air. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful thing. And this flight right here is just making me think about the summer and how it's already January 7th. We're on the way back to warm weather, just a couple more months, and we're going to be back out into the warm, sexy weather, flying our drones again. Right now, I've just been murdering my Mobula 6. I mean, I bought 2 new frames off of Amazon for like $14, and I replaced the frame. And the battery life went from about a minute and a half to flight. Now I can get upwards of 3 to 3.5 minutes of flight. So if you guys have a Mobula 6 out there that has a messed up frame and you're thinking, oh, what's the big deal? I don't need to buy another one. Buy another one. This one I get stuck in the tree. Boom. And you're gonna hear a train. You're gonna hear a train in the background. That's because I live near a railroad track and I didn't think about that at all. But anyway, this stayed in this tree for 24 hours from this point right here. It took me 24 hours before I was eventually able to climb that tree and get it out. It actually spent the night there. Thankfully, it didn't rain or anything. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for coming back from my channel. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. We're about to hit 100 subscribers, and when we do, I'll make another video.